Let's go! Starting another news roundup on the channel with the latest Seahawks updates. This is Charles, always here with you, bringing another quick, objective, and up-to-date video about the Seattle Seahawks. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. There are daily videos on the channel, so you stay well-informed and never miss a thing. And don't forget to like the video. Every Seahawks fan who does helps a lot, strengthens the channel, and motivates me to keep recording for you all. To kick things off, here's an updated situation for the Seahawks. Guess who's back? Our running back, Kenneth Walker III. That's right. After missing 2 games, he's coming back strong for Monday Night Football against the Lions. Remember the season opener against the Broncos? Walker had a slow start with just 19 yards in the first half. We were down by 4 points at halftime. But in the second half, the guy went off. He exploded for 84 yards and a touchdown. He was crucial in our comeback win by 6 points. What a turnaround, right? In the last 2 weeks, with Walker out, Zach Charbonnet held it down. He's great at pass protection and receiving, but as the primary rusher, he's had his ups and downs. In week 2, he managed only 38 yards and a touchdown on 14 carries. But last week, against the Dolphins, Charbonnet stepped up big time. 18 carries, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What a performance. But let's be real, the Seahawks' rushing attack is much more dangerous when both of them are on the field together. Walker has that big play threat that forces defenses to respect him, while Charbonnet is a workhorse who surprises with his speed in open space and his ability to make defenders miss. And here's a fun fact. We're going to need this consistent rushing attack against the Lions. Did you know we have a 6-game winning streak against Detroit since 2015? And in the last 3 matchups, we've averaged a combined 80 points. If it turns into another shootout, we'll need all our weapons on deck. Walker has an interesting history. In 2 career games against the Lions, he's racked up 72 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on 25 carries. Not bad, but there's room for improvement, right? To give you an idea of the potential, back in 2022, Rashad Penny, who has since retired, led our rushing attack against Detroit with 17 carries for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. That shows we can do some real damage against this defense. Walker's return is a huge boost for the team, but the real gain is having that 2-headed monster back with him and Charbonnet. When both are on the field, our offense becomes much more unpredictable and dangerous. And we'll need every advantage we can get if we want to go 4-0 on Monday night. Just imagine, 4 wins in 4 games. What a start to the season that would be, right? How do you think the workload will be split between Walker and Charbonnet? Who's going to shine more against the Lions? Continuing with the updates, while our Seahawks are gearing up for this huge Monday Night Football matchup against the Lions, the NFL is hitting players with fines left and right. And unfortunately, 2 of our guys got caught up in it. First up, Devon Witherspoon. Remember him in that game against the Dolphins? The kid had 3 tackles in total, but got a little too fired up. With 6:07 left in the first quarter, he made a late hit on Dolphins wide receiver Jalen Waddle. The result? $11,255 fine. That's no small amount. And the worst part is, he already got penalized during the game. I know we love Witherspoon's intensity, but he needs to dial it back a bit. This isn't the first time he's gotten this kind of penalty this season. The kid needs to learn how to control his excitement, or he'll end up hurting the team and his own wallet. Then there's Tyrus Knight. The guy was making his NFL debut and already showing what he's made of. 6 total tackles and 1 for loss. Impressive, right? But on one of those plays, he made a horse-collar tackle on Dolphins running back Jalen Wright. The NFL didn't like that and slapped him with a $5,490 fine. Interestingly, unlike Witherspoon, Knight didn't get penalized during the game for that play. But it wasn't just our guys who got hit with fines. On the Dolphins side, 3 players were also fined for unnecessary roughness. Linebacker Duke Riley got the biggest one, $16,883 for a blindside block. Then there's fullback Alec Ingold, who was fined $11,807 for a low block. And last but not least, cornerback Kader Kohou, who was fined $5,528 for a face mask. Riley and Kohou had already been penalized during the game for their actions, but Ingold's low block was the most concerning. That block on our linebacker, Boye Mafe, aggravated his knee injury. This is serious stuff, folks. Injuries like that can affect not just one game, but an entire season. What do you think about these fines? Is the NFL being too harsh, or is this the right move to ensure player safety? One thing's for sure, our players need to keep up the intensity, but within the rules. We can't afford to keep losing money, and more importantly, we can't risk losing key players to suspensions. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And to wrap up the video, have you ever heard that famous NFL phrase, next man up? Well, we're living that reality right now. Injuries are part of the game, and now our coach Mike Macdonald will have to rely on some backups to step up if we want to surprise the Lions. The situation is tough, folks. Our starters, Boye Mafe and Uchenna Nwosu, are out with knee injuries. That means Draymond Jones and Derek Hall will have to start in their place. And it won't be easy. They're up against the Lions' offensive line, which is considered the best in the league. Hall has been impressive so far this season. He has the highest pass rush grade on the team according to PFF, with a 70.6. That's impressive for a backup. As for Jones, well, he hasn't quite lived up to expectations since moving to the edge. His pass rush grade is average, sitting at 60.0. Today would be a great day for Jones to show why we gave him that big contract back in March. But that's not all. Our interior defensive line is also in a tough spot. Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy-Tsu, two pillars of our defense, are also out for the game against the Lions. This puts huge pressure on veterans Jonathan Hankins and Jarran Reed. They'll need to deliver those crucial interior pressures against Detroit's elite offensive line. There's one detail that could work in our favor. The Lions' star center, Frank Ragnow, is also out with a pectoral injury. This means Hankins and Reed will likely face Graham Glasgow, who will move from left guard to center. Glasgow is good, but he's no Ragnow, you know? There's also the possibility that head coach Dan Campbell might start Michael Neese at center. But check this out. Neese has only played one offensive snap in his entire NFL career. This could be a golden opportunity for our guys to exploit. What do you think about these forced changes? Who do you believe will step up in this game? Will Hall keep up his strong play? Will Jones finally meet expectations? Let me know in the comments below. All right, if you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, it's super important. Thank you so much, and let's go Seahawks.